Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the vlog. PJ, aka Moto P, back here with another video. Obviously, today we're going to be working on the WR250X Supermoto as part of the build series. I think this is going to be episode 4. If you watched the last video, we hit it with a foam can and got it all cleaned up. But today we're going to be working on the lower fork guards, changing them from black to white, and also redoing the decals from white to black. I posted on WR250X group on Facebook asking about what graphic kit I needed to use and decided to possibly make my own. So I want to do an all black and white theme, don't really want a whole lot of color on it. So like I said, I'm going to switch the fork guards from white or black to white, the decals from white to black. And I'm going to take you through step by step on how we're going to design those decals because we're going to design them ourselves. So, roll the intro, let's get this going. So on this right side fork guard, you have 3 bolts holding it on. You have an 8mm here, an 8mm here, and also an 8mm kind of hiding back there. Only 3 bolts that you have on this side, and then on the other side, you have 2 10mm bolts holding this brake line on. You also have the standard 3 8mm bolts here, here, and 1 hiding on the inside. So let's go ahead and get these fork guards off.
Fingers down my spine. Girl, you look mighty fine. Won't you rub your fingers down my spine? Girl, you look mighty fine. Won't you rub your fingers down my spine? Girl, you look mighty fine. Won't you rub your...
So we've got both of the fork guards off. We've got the left side here. I'm gonna give it a couple quick squirts of Meguiar's Quick Detailer just because I want to see what kind of overall condition these things in. If maybe we can get some use out of them some other way. So overall, still in very, very good condition. A couple scuffs at the bottoms, and the decals could be in a lot better shape. But we're going to be tossing these to the side anyway. Going to be putting the white ones on. So now that we've got these off, we're going to measure these logos and we're going to go create them ourselves. All right, so we got our tape measure here. We're going to crudely measure these things because they don't have to be exactly precise. But it's looking like we're at about 6 inches by about 1.5. So now that we've got our measurements, let's go create these things.
So guys, what we're going to do, we've got Silhouette Studio here. I do have the Cameo Silhouette 3 or the Silhouette Cameo 3 vinyl cutter. So what I've did is just went to the internet, found the Yamaha logo, and we're going to bring it over into our program here. And what we're going to do is create our own decal from this. So we're going to hit our little trace tool, highlight that. We're going to bring our scale all the way down, kind of smooths out the edges. We're going to bring our threshold up to about 50 just because it will kind of give it a smoother little cut there. And we're going to hit trace, and then we're going to move this out of the way. So now we kind of have our Yamaha traced out there. So we're going to highlight this. We're going to hit release compound path because I don't want the tuning fork logo. So once the compound path is released, we can highlight that, hit delete, and now we just have our pre-Yamaha decal here. So we're going to highlight all that again, and we're going to make a compound path so we can move it all as one whole. So we've kind of got our measurements up the side here, 1.887 vertically, 7.537 wide, and I think we measured it out to about right at 6 inches. We'll go a little bit more, that's okay, and then we're going to bring it down to about 1.5 inches, about where it was from the factory. So we've got our decal kind of there now, so what we're going to do is hit copy, and then we're going to paste. So we'll have our second one for the other side, and we're just going to get them right there kind of side by side. Keep them close, that way we don't use a whole lot of vinyl up. So the next step, we'll hit send, and it'll bring us over to that. I've already got all of this preset kind of for cutting vinyl. So let me take you over to the vinyl cutter, and then I'll show you what happens from there.
So guys, we're over at the cutter now. I've got my 12-inch by 12-inch piece of black vinyl here. We're going to put it on the cutting mat. I actually need a new one of these just because it's not as grippy as I would like it to be. Push it down real good. Bring it over here to the Cameo. I'm going to load this bad boy up.
Won't you rub your
So now that we got this cut, the decals, you can't really see them because it's black, but we're going to stick it in here, and we're going to use this vinyl cutter to kind of make us a crisp line, just so we can get these things nicely cut out without wasting a lot of vinyl. And I'll go ahead and cut them in two while we're on here. There we go. Got two new stickers. Now we got to weed these things out. So we have our little weeding tool. Kind of looks like a pick that the dentist uses, but all we have to do is kind of pick up a corner and peel the vinyl off. So transfer paper is actually my least favorite part of doing this. So what we're going to do is just line them both up right there on the edge. Got our roll of transfer paper right here. As soon as we find the end, peel that up. Put it right across both of them. Get our scissors. Quick snip here. Now we have our transfer film on there. So I'm going to trim these two apart. Usually use the excess to kind of hold it in place while we take our squeegee and give it a couple quick swipes just to get the transfer tape to adhere to the decal to actually peel it up off of there. And the decals will peel right up onto this transfer paper, so they are ready to install. All right guys, got the decals completely made now. Pretty much identical to the factory ones. And if anybody wants a set of these, I could probably do a set of these for like $10 shipped to your door in about whatever color. So if you're interested in these, just comment down below and I'll get these out to you. But like I said, pretty much a factory replica, about the same size, only in black. So I'm gonna go get the other fork guards. We're gonna get these new decals installed and get the fork covers installed as well. So we've got the new white ones as opposed to the old black ones. So let's get these fresh white fork guards unboxed. So looking at these side by side, these are my factory 08 covers as opposed to the 2011 covers that I actually ordered. And there are some differences, just FYI. It looks like for the most part the mounting points are about the same as far as the bottom holes go. Obviously a different shape. This one is more rounded, this one is more squared off. And then the left side ones, the mounting point for the brake hose is actually up higher. I believe we got room to make that work. I guess we will see here in a minute, but let's get these decals installed. So we've got our left side cover, our new left side cover, and our new freshly cut decal. So we're going to peel this off onto the transfer paper and try to eyeball about where this is. Give it a couple good presses to make sure it adheres well. Completely done. Black and white. So let's go ahead and get the other side. So we're pretty much going to do the exact same thing over here. As soon as I get the decal peeled onto the paper, I'm going to try to eyeball about where the placement is on this one as well. And give that a good rub. And guys, there is the completed right side fork guard. Switched from factory black to factory white. Now let's get these reinstalled and see what they look like.
Girl, you look mighty fine. Won't you rub your fingers down my spine? Girl, you look mighty fine. Won't you rub your
So one of the big issues that I see that I've ran into, because I ordered these from the 2011 WR250R, because that's the ones that had the white fork covers. This, like I said earlier, is up higher, which makes this brake line very, very close to this tire, which is why this has this J-shaped metal piece on down here. Because on the WR250R, the wheel was setting more up here. So I'm going to have to find a way to keep this over this way. To be continued. So guys, I'm going to end this video here on this little problem that we have. It's to be continued. We will figure out a way, obviously, but now that we've identified the problem, now we have to solve the problem. Not that big of a problem. If I have to, I'll zip tie it with a white zip tie. Probably never see it. But I'm going to end this here like I said. I hope you all enjoyed this kind of step-by-step tutorial, start to finish on this episode of the build series. So I will see you guys on the next video.